Hey Gauchos, welcome to another episode of Gaucho TV. It's Marv, and this week I am bringing you your top 5 ways to save money at the movies. It's summertime, you want to go to the movies. Last week I talked about Netflix, which is a great option, by the way. But this week I wanted to give you, if you're going out to the movies, I wanted to give you some options for ways to save money when you're going out to the movies. So, here's your top 5. You ready? Here we go. All right, so number 5, theater memberships or pleasure packs, entertainment packs. You know those books that the kids show up at your door selling, and they're like, $30, $40, and they help the kids get some kind of deal. Well, sometimes those have pretty good movie deals in it. Your mileage may vary. Take a look at it. If you can get the money back out of the book that you put into it, then it went to a good cause and you used it, whatever. But only if you're actually going to use it. I think they sell a lot of those entertainment packs under the concept that you will never use them. Number 4 is student union theaters. If you're lucky enough to live near a college campus, frequently they'll have movie theaters nearby. Like here in Austin, we have the Dobie Theater. And while it's still about $8 to see main runs, they got $2 discounts for students, shows before 6 p.m., kids 12 and under. If you join the local film society, they've got a $2 discount. Those memberships are $30, but if you see more than 15 movies a year, then it's paid for itself. If you see like 2 movies a month, then you're actually saving a lot of money on the deal. If you go see 2 movies a month. That's assuming there's 2 movies worth seeing a month. Number 3 is movie snacks. This is what large purses and cargo shorts were made for. Basically, you know the story. If you get a large popcorn, 2 large drinks, couple of movie candies, that's $30, $40 at the movie theater. Whereas if you were to sneak that stuff in, and now most of these theaters don't allow you, I'm not advocating sneaking them in. It's about $6 for all of those items. If you sneak in a couple cans of soda, and it's all pretty self-contained. The movie theaters do not like it when you do this. It is against the rules at most movie theaters, so don't do it. When we're talking about saving $20 here, $20. So, just saying. Number 2, why stop at movie candy? If you're going to be sneaking food anyway, which you shouldn't do, then why not go ahead and fill up your cargo pockets with 6-inch subs and burritos. Maybe not enchiladas. Or soup. It's not a good idea either. But food that holds up, burgers, go for it. I say sneak it in there. But you might want to opt for wrappers that are not paper or foil, things that are going to make a lot of noise. Try not to call too much attention to yourself if you're doing this thing, which I'm not suggesting you do. If you get what I'm saying. Okay, and the number 1 way to save money at the movie theaters is dollar theaters. Now, these were a big deal when they started appearing in the late 90s. You'd find them. Cinemark runs a national chain of them, and they were called dollar theaters because it was $1 a ticket. Of course, nowadays they should be called the $1.75 to $2.25 theater, but that's still a way to see secondary run movies. If you want to see those movies that are usually available in hotels, they're not really first run, but they're not on DVD yet, that's a good place to go. And if you don't sneak in candy and you go to the dollar theater, well, you're talking about $6 in candy, $3 in ticket prices for 2 people. For the cost of 1 ticket to go to see 1 first-run movie, you're at the theater and you got candy and the whole deal. It's date night for under $10. Something you should think about. So that's it for this week's top 5. Now more Gaucho TV. Don't sneak anything into the theater. Hey Gauchos, welcome to Summer Fun Series Part 3, Summer Fun on the Cheap. This is the 3rd sequel in the trilogy, because what would summer be without sequels, right? That's what it's all about. Another thing that summer's all about, baseball. It's baseball season. Summer, apple pie, mom, and baseball. That's what America's built on. And if your mom plays baseball, then you're combining 2 of those things to make a 3rd thing, I guess. The problem with baseball is if you live in a town with a major league team, you know you're going to pay buku bucks to go see them. Like a Yankees game can be $1,000 or $2,000. Yike. So my suggestion to save money, check out to see if you got a local AAA team. The passionate baseball is just as good, and it's more like $10 to $15 a ticket, which is, in my book, quite a savings. Also from the top 5, you might want to sneak in some snacks, although really, isn't a baseball game all about getting a stadium hot dog? and never finding out what's in them, you don't want to know. You just don't want to know. Trust me. Now, if you're looking for some summer fun on the cheap, my suggestion is throw a BYOM barbecue. Bring your own meat. So all you have to do is load up on some relatively inexpensive sides at Costco, get some large containers, invite all your friends and tell them to bring some meat and barbecue it. This is a great idea for July 4th because if you can find an area with a view of the sky, you get free entertainment with the fireworks and people bring their own meat. So all you got to do is handle dishing out some coleslaw, throwing some stuff on the grill stuff, cheap party, and a great way to have some summer fun. And my final recommendation for summer fun on the cheap is a staycation. If you can't afford to take a vacation this year, don't sweat it. Take a staycation, but there are some important rules for making a staycation work. Because it's not a staycation if you just are staying home, but you're still answering your phone, still checking your email. That's like not going anywhere at all. So these are the important rules of a staycation if you're trying to save money. First of all, turn off your phone. And I mean turn it off. Set it to airplane mode, turn it off. You do not want to get any calls. You're on vacation. Even though you're in your home, you're on vacation, right? The second rule is shut off your computer for 23 hours of the day. Give yourself an hour in the evening to go ahead and check emails, because even though you're on vacation, something might come up, but for the most part, you don't need it. The number 3 rule is the most important rule: get out of the house. Now, if you were staying in a hotel, what would you do? Hang out in the hotel room all day? Of course not. Now you're thinking, oh, but my house is comfy, it's got all my stuff in it. No, you're treating your house like it's a hotel. So you get up in the morning, you clean up, and you go. Grab your camera and go. Check out the town. This is a chance to explore the town that you always, when you're out and about, you're like, oh, I didn't know that place was there. Someday I should go back and check it out. This is that day. Your staycation is that day. And the final rule is go ahead and splurge. If you're saving so much money by having a staycation, staying home, then you can afford to drop a few extra bucks on a nice restaurant. Eat out. Go someplace that's considered fancy, a special occasion restaurant. You know, really live it up a little bit. You're on vacation, even though you are technically at home and sleeping in your own bed. You're saving so much cash, you can afford to drop an extra Benjamin here or there on something nice. Or even a spa day, if you're so inclined. Since your home hotel does not have spa services built in, go ahead and get yourself a $75 pedicure. Why not? Live it up this one time. Now, if you have any suggestions for a staycation or what to do on a staycation or how to do it right, put them here in the comments at the blog. Other than that, that's all I got for this week. Summer Fun Volume 3. Stick around next week. I got all kinds of new stuff, new ways to save for you right here on Gaucho TV. See you later. I'm gonna go for a run. Who am I kidding? I'm not going for a run. It's hot. I'm gonna go grab a blanket, lay out, get some rays.